Hello and welcome to Marvel Media. In this video, I will break down all you need to know about Namor. You may have already heard his name and rumors from Black Panther 2, premiering November 11th, 2022, which was postponed due to COVID. Recent Marvel Easter eggs and the list of upcoming Marvel movies all point to one thing: Namor the Submariner joining the MCU in Black Panther 2. Quick spoiler warning, just in case if any of this actually happens in Black Panther 2 and ends up ruining your entire life. Before we go into some of those clues, let's look at a quick recap of what happened in Wakanda. The last we see of Wakanda, they are celebrating Thanos' defeat in ENDGAME, and Wakanda has now opened its arms to underprivileged communities at the end of the Black Panther film. First off, in ENDGAME, let's look at this conversation between Natasha and Okoye.
Reading on those tremors?
It was a mild subduction under the African plate.
Do we have a visual? How are we handling it?
Nat, it's an earthquake under the ocean. We handle it by not handling it.
Sounds suspicious. When asked if this was a hint to Namor's arrival, co-director Joe Russo said, "Maybe. Why can't the answer ever just be yes or no?" There was also another reference to Wakanda way back in Iron Man 2. On this shield map, there is a marker in Africa that marks Wakanda, and another marker straight in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, which marks Atlantis, the home of Namor. Now I'm going to remind you of who exactly Namor is. Namor is one of Marvel's earliest characters, and he was first introduced in the World War II comics, fighting alongside Captain America. His mother, Fen, is the princess of the Atlantean Empire, a kingdom under the sea, located near Antarctica. Leonard Mackenzie was his father, a human. When he was on a vibranium expedition, Fen was told to spy on him, and fell in love with Mackenzie, having a son, Namor. Namor had all the standard superhuman abilities: strength, speed, agility, the power to communicate with sea life, and the ability to fly because of the tiny wings on his feet. He was originally a hero, but Namor is also a villain, due to him attacking innocent land dwellers. He is also the first mutant to be published in the Marvel Comics, but not the first mutant in Marvel history. That role goes to Apocalypse. Now that you know more about Namor, you might think Namor is a ripoff of Aquaman, but Namor actually predates Aquaman. Now, how does Namor have a connection to Black Panther 2? Well, Namor and T'Challa are both rulers of hidden kingdoms, with almost no relationship with the outside world. And in the comics, Namor tries to attack Wakanda for giving Wakanda's resources to underprivileged communities. Now, going back to that scene in ENDGAME, underwater disturbances, sounds a lot like Namor's gonna arrive in Black Panther 2. We also know that Mexican actor Tenoch Huerta will be playing the role of Namor. He also posted that he is learning a Mayan language. This makes me assume that the MCU will bring Mayan culture into Namor and Atlantis. With Mayan culture rumored to be introduced in the MCU, there is a possibility that some Maya gods from the comics will appear in later MCU films. And also, if Namor joins the MCU, that will pave the way for many more mutants to join the MCU as well. Fox used to own the mutants and the Fantastic Four, and that's why they weren't explicitly shown in the MCU. But now that Disney owns Fox and Marvel, there's a huge chance that Namor will be in the MCU. In Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, we also see both Xavier, a mutant, and Reed Richards, the leader of the Fantastic Four, which means Marvel is working on incorporating mutants and the Fantastic Four into the MCU. But there is also a chance that Marvel might hold back Namor because of DC's Aquaman. Namor may also be the premier person of color for the MCU, due to Chadwick Boseman's unfortunate death. Chadwick Boseman's role will not be recasted, so I wonder how they will introduce his death in the MCU as Black Panther. This will lead the next in line for the throne, Shuri, to become the Queen of Wakanda. You can expect Shuri to possibly become the next Black Panther and the protector of Wakanda. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.